There's a saying among the people who really know these mountains: if you see something strange in the woods, no you didn't. If you hear your name whispered on the wind, just keep walking. For as long as anyone can remember, the Appalachian wilderness has been a place of incredible beauty and deep, profound mystery. The Appalachian Mountains are ancient, and they hold some truly ancient beliefs. Some Native American legends, passed down through generations, speak of cursed lands, while science offers theories like refracted car headlights or natural gases. No single explanation has managed to stick, especially since the lights were reported long before cars existed and even continued when floods knocked out nearby train tracks in 1916. Rational minds will point to the treacherous terrain, sudden weather changes, animal attacks, or even human predators. And those possibilities are very, very real. But they don't quite explain how so many can vanish so completely without leaving a single clue behind. The paranormal theories of ancient curses, strange lights, and spectral figures persist because, in the absence of evidence, they sometimes feel like the only ideas that fit the impossible facts. The truth is still out there, hidden somewhere in the deep shadows of these ancient mountains. The only thing we know for sure is that people still go missing, leaving the rest of us to wonder what truly lurks in the heart of the app. Are they the spirits of ancient warriors, as Cherokee legend suggests, or something else? Stories from the region warn of malevolent forces, and one particularly chilling piece of folklore even mentions a man-eating stone that could swallow a person whole. Folklore speaks of the moon-eyed people, pale, blue-eyed beings who are said to live in the vast cave systems and only come out at night. Hikers on Grandfather Mountain have reported seeing a phantom, an old, grizzled man who walks the trails before vanishing without a sound. When someone disappears without a trace, and the logical answers run out, you have to wonder, did they stumble upon one of these unseen inhabitants? These aren't just campfire stories. They function as warnings about places where the veil between our world and another might be dangerously thin. But for a disturbing number of people, it has been their final destination. They walk between the trees and are never seen again. In this investigation, we're going to explore the chilling cases of those who have vanished, and ask the question, are they simply tragic victims of a treacherous landscape, or is there something far more sinister at play in the heart of America's oldest mountains? The Appalachian Trail covers more than 2,000 miles of wilderness that is as breathtaking as it is unforgiving. And while many hikers do get lost and are thankfully found, there seems to be a deeper, more disturbing pattern here. Some of these aren't just accidents. They are stories of people who disappear under the most bizarre circumstances, often in areas swarming with trained search parties, leaving behind no trace, almost as if the earth itself swallowed them whole. To really get a sense of what's happening, we have to look at the cases that seem to defy all logical explanation. Our investigation starts on October 8, 1976. In the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Trenny Gibson, a 16-year-old high school student, was on a class field trip, hiking with around 40 of her classmates. She was on a popular, well-used trail, surrounded by people she knew. At some point, she was seen just ahead of the main group, and when they rounded a bend, she was gone. What happened next was one of the most massive searches in the park's history. Hundreds of volunteers, park rangers, and even the FBI scoured every inch of that area. But they found nothing. Not a shoe, not a scrap of her clothing, not one single sign of Trenny Gibson. Search dogs reportedly followed her scent to a nearby road, where the trail just went cold, which suggested she might have gotten into a vehicle. The FBI considered abduction as a strong possibility, but without a single piece of evidence to prove she was still in the mountains, the case eventually went cold. So how does a teenage girl, on a busy trail, surrounded by classmates, simply vanish into thin air? These cases are completely baffling, and the official records just don't tell the whole story. What do you think happened to Trenny Gibson or the victims of the Bennington Triangle? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you find these mysteries as compelling as I do, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next investigation. When the official explanations just don't add up and the evidence trail evaporates, you're forced to look at possibilities beyond the rationale. So what could these forces be? For centuries, people have reported the brown mountain lights in North Carolina, mysterious glowing orbs that float and dart above the ridgeline. Then there are the legends of creatures. The disappearances of people like Trenny Gibson are still cold cases. Files left open with no real answers. The Appalachian Mountains hold their secrets tight. The disappearances of people like Trenny Gibson are still cold cases. Files left open with no real answers. Rational minds will point to the treacherous terrain, sudden weather changes, animal attacks, or even human predators. And those possibilities are very, very real. But they don't quite explain how so many can vanish so completely without leaving a single clue behind. The paranormal theories of ancient curses, strange lights, and spectral figures persist because, in the absence of evidence, they sometimes feel like the only ideas that fit the impossible facts. The truth is still out there, hidden somewhere in the deep shadows of these ancient mountains. The only thing we know for sure is that people still go missing, leaving the rest of us to wonder what truly lurks in the heart of the